I'm Michael Williams.
And I'm Kelly Dunn. What a day it's been. 10 hours ago, we were awaiting word on whether or not John Goodman would be testifying. Then, around 11:30 this morning, he was quickly sworn in and began recalling the events of that fateful February night.
News Channel 5 anchor Jay Kashmir has been leading our team coverage. Jay, the jury hearing a great deal today on what could turn out to be a pivotal day.
They certainly did, Michael and Kelly. This was an extremely emotional and gripping day as John Goodman surprised everybody and took the stand for 2.5 hours, recalling and accounting what happened on that fatal night in 2010. Goodman's defense team has long maintained that John Goodman's Bentley malfunctioned, that Goodman suffered a concussion, and that Goodman became intoxicated after the crash. So the big debate today, now that his testimony is over, will the jury be able to relate and sympathize with Goodman's testimony? Will they believe his account of what happened? And certainly a lot of what happened today, the testimony surrounded the malfunctioning of Goodman's Bentley. Before John Goodman took the stand this morning, an expert witness for the defense took the stand, stating that there was in fact an error in the codes performed by a diagnostic test on that Bentley, that there was some sort of error regarding the throttle. Then John Goodman got on the stand today, and here's what he said happened in the seconds leading up to the crash and impact.
Could you describe to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury what happened as you were coming or approaching the intersection of Lake Worth Road and 120th?
I was traveling down Lake Worth Road, and I began to apply my brakes, and the car did not seem to be stopping as easily as I was used to, and so I continued to apply the brakes, and I came, I slowed before the stop sign, and I took my foot off the brake, and that's the last thing I remember.
Well, John Goodman had a very long day on the witness stand, because as soon as Roy Black was through, he was cross-examined by Ellen Roberts, and it was a very intense cross-examination. My colleague Alex Sands has been monitoring today's court proceedings, and the big development, John Goodman testifying in his own defense. He's on the other side of the Palm Beach courthouse tonight with a bigger breakdown of John Goodman's testimony. Alex.
You know, Jay, so much has been made about when John Goodman was drinking. Was it before the crash, as prosecutors contended, or afterwards in Chris Campson's barn? Well, today John Goodman said yes, he did have some drinks beforehand, but it was really what happened afterwards that caught everyone's attention. Take a listen.
So what did you do after you looked for the phone?
I was in an excruciating pain. I was in a lot of pain. I saw liquor on the counter, and I went over and proceeded to grab a bottle of the liquor, and I drank it to alleviate, thinking it would help with my pain.
Well, the police are looking for you, right?
Yes.
What'd you think of that?
I was scared. I mean, I was scared and nervous. I mean, I wanted to know what had happened. I know that they're not just looking for me for the heck of it.
One of the defenses, as you said, was that John Goodman's car malfunctioned, that was why he ran that stop sign, or his car did, and hit Scott Wilson's car. Well, today, a defense witness took a stand testifying to that, and then, of course, as we've seen this week, the prosecution contested.
Something wasn't working properly, is what the trouble codes tell us.
This could happen at any time when the system's operational.
Do you have an opinion as to whether it actually happened, this malfunction actually happened on the before the accident, on the drive before the accident?
Well, the diagnostic data shows that it occurred twice.
Couldn't the driver realize that there was a problem?
Could, if it was bad enough, sure.
But would this malfunction cause this Bentley to accelerate out of control?
Accelerate out of control, no.
And so the question now is, what's next? What does this jury think? How much influence does John Goodman's testimony have ahead of deliberations? Listen to what prosecutor Sherry Collins said a short time ago.
For me? Yeah.
We think justice will be served.
Yes.
And so there you have it, Jay. As this day comes to an end, a new day begins tomorrow. Jury deliberations could be getting underway possibly tomorrow afternoon.
Alex Sands covering the details of today's court proceedings from the other side of the Palm Beach County Courthouse. Alex, thank you very much. More continuing coverage of the DUI manslaughter trial of John Goodman to come in just a few minutes. Back to the studio.